All right, so we're going to kickstart 2025. If you are here, pat yourself on the back. It's January the 2nd. You're probably still hungover from your New Year's Eve party, but thank you for being here. Let's go. All right, so let's set the tone. What's the vision and mindset for 2025? What's the vision and mindset? Think about that for yourself. If you have notebook, if you have laptop, start taking some notes. I want you to start with some energy. Share a powerful, relatable story of success. So what's your success story? What's your success story for last year with yourself? Now, we went through all the gratitudes. And write down what your success story was for yourself, which is what is your win in 2024? Michael?
I brought my blood pressure down.
You blow your, oh, good. So he's gonna die slower, guys. Yeah, great job. Yeah, write down some wins because I want you to set the tone and create the energy for yourself going forward, right? And you gotta be really, really careful with your language because your word creates world. Remember that. So whatever you say, although sometimes it's a joke, it can seep into your subconscious mind and start to affect your actions. Thoughts leading to actions leading to results. Actually, thoughts leading to feelings lead to actions equals results. So if you want to have great results, the equation is you got to have good action, which is good feeling, and you got to create it with good thoughts. All right. So what is your vision? Visualize your 2025 success with clear goals. We just set the goals with every single agent here. So I want you to think about the goals that you've set for yourself. 30 to 35 transactions, 24 to 30 transactions for Manny. That's the goal. But what's the vision? Write that down for yourself. Why I want the goals. Because we all want something from our goals, okay? And it's not the number, I guarantee you. And it's not the $350,000, guys. It's the feeling that you want from achieving the goals that you set for yourself. So let's say I want $350,000 like Michael. So what's that $350,000 gonna do? I'm gonna buy a new place. And how am I gonna feel buying that new place for him and his son and his fiance from Morocco, right? How are you gonna feel when you actually achieve that, Michael?
I feel great. Amazing.
Let's fucking dig deeper on that. I feel great. Emotionalize your visualizations, guys, because when you see the picture in your head, but you're feeling like shit, that's what you will create with that picture. So great doesn't give me the emotions behind what I want, okay? So I want you guys to write down as though if the goals were achieved with the emotions behind it. I'm so happy and grateful now that I've achieved this goal, right? So $350,000 leading to, it's what you want with the money, not the money itself, I guarantee you. It's the feeling of what you want that creates the whole thing, okay? So visualize that because mindset is key. Emphasize growth, mindset, and consistency. Emphasize your growth and mindset and consistency. We just talked about this with David, before you guys got here. Growth mindset. You got to have a growth mindset every single year. We just talked about this. The other agent was like, oh, John, you said 2024 was going to be a great year. You went like this to me, right? The fuck is that? No. So consistency, guys. That's all there is to it. You need to be consistent with your actions if you want your goals this year. And in order to have consistency, we need accountability, right? And if you want accountability, this is the right place to be. We're going to hold you accountable. This is the place. So the Align Group is one structure. Then above that structure is the Vancouver Masterminds. And then we have Global Real Estate Masterminds. You belong to a community, right? And within that community, we have accountability partners. So I want you guys to write down beyond the transaction goals that you guys have just stated, write down 3 personal goals and 3 professional goals for the year, please. This is how we kickstart the year. We want to focus your mind on the right stuff, okay? I believe, in my opinion, the real estate sales industry, it's more like a personal development industry that happens to sell real estate. If you just think about that, because it's all about be, do, have, right? And if you become the person that's worthy of your goals, you're gonna be doing the things that the person that you want to become that's doing and having the things that the person that you want to become that has, right? So if you want to make $1 million, guys, you got to become worthy of that $1 million. That means that doing what a millionaire does, doing what a seven-figure agent does. We talked about this all the time. It's like, what are the habits of a 7-figure agent? So you got to become that first, and then you do the things that they do, and then you can have the things that they have, right? So it's all about personal growth as well. So write down those 3 personal and professional goals for the year. We talk about this every single year. Unfortunately, I'm going to talk about it again. 2 to 3 hours of lead generation time every single day if you want your goals this year. So do you want your goals this year? Put up your hand. Are you willing to put in 2 hours a day minimum for lead generation? Okay, good. Call, text, email, I don't care what you do. Reach out to people, have conversations every single day. And like I said, if you want to become a top 1%er, it's 4 to 5 hours a day. Bill Layler, one of my best buddies, right? He's now a developer. In his first year in real estate, first full year, he prospected 10 hours a day, every single day. 5 hours on the phone, 5 hours door knocking. In his second full year, he did 160 transactions as a solo agent, made $2 million, right? But he wanted it really, really bad. That's why he did 10 hours a day. So how bad do you want your goals, right? It really depends. Sorry, did you put your hand up, Chaz?
What are 3 of your favorite examples of lead generation or prospecting?
For me, it's calling, okay? The next is I text a lot and I WhatsApp a lot, right? And for me, it was all about the people that I knew, right? But when I first started, I had to make the cold calls. I had to make the just listed, just sold calls. I had to do the open house on the weekend. So literally Monday to Friday, I was prospecting 4 to 5 hours a day, and then I was doing open houses, 2 open houses per day, Saturday and Sunday, right? So I would text the people that I know and then call the people that I don't know, and then on the weekend do open houses and show the people that I don't know and do lead generation that way. That was for me, that worked. And then I went into door knocking. Guys, there's a million ways to get listings. Try everything out if you're a brand new agent. Once you find what works for you, what you do enjoy, what gives you energy, double down on that. Because that's what's gonna give you the most ROI in your action. So don't do the stuff that you don't enjoy doing in real estate. Do the stuff that produces results and that you enjoy doing. I found that for me was calling my past clients in center of influence. It gave me energy and it produced results. And then I just cut out door knocking altogether. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So as a brand new agent, try everything and find the stuff that you like and that works for you. Is that fair? So you got to do everything though, right? You can't just say, okay, from day one, I'm going to do this. Oh, I hate cold calling, therefore I'm just not going to do any lead generation. No, find other stuff. And if it's creating content, great. Connor Kelly, he's never made a prospecting call in his life. But guess what? He's still grinding. He's made 7,600 videos on TikTok. And he does about 30, 40 transactions a year through social media. But that's a different grind anyways. Again, that gave him energy. So what gives you energy? Think about that, okay? Focus on proven lead sources, past clients, like I said, referrals, open houses, and more. Again, there's a million. There's actually 65 ways to getting a listing. And I can give you that list. But you're not gonna do all 65 ways as a real estate sales agent. You're only gonna do a couple. Okay, but find your way that you like. All right, right now, guys, use scripts like Happy New Year. What are your plans for real estate in 2025? That's it. That's it. And before the new year was, well, happy holidays. What are your plans for real estate in 2025, right? And then you can go into the personal stuff. Get the real estate stuff out of the way. What are your plans in real estate for 2025? This is the quick call about real estate. I just want to get in touch. Oh, and by the way, once you get that out of the way, by the way, how's the family? How's work? Yada, yada. All right, follow-up system. Are you following up on the leads that you already have? Who has told you last year that I'm going to wait until after the holidays? Who has said that to you? How many people have said that to you? Okay. Are you following up right now? No? Manny, thank you for being honest. Yeah. Guys, remember, it's persistent follow-up. 5 to 12 touches per client. Most people say yes after 8 to 12 touches, but we give up during 1 to 5. Michael, how many is your average, would you think? Gauge how many? Approximate. Let's say a cold call. To take it to an appointment, how many?
7.
7 to 8. Okay, that's fair. They're from 2 years ago. So guys, remember, just listed, just sold, they do convert, but you have to be as patient as Michael and wait for 2 years and follow up 7 to 8 times during those 2 years to convert those just listed, just sold. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I have a question. Where do you think social media comes into play with touch points? So like, are you saying like 8 direct touch points, but what about indirect touch points if maybe they follow you on social media and you're posting consistently, or maybe you're engaging with them, DMing them? Do you count those as touch points at all?
I would say, Christian, nice try. No, yeah. Putting out content is marketing, guys. Prospecting is a different way. We are when you're a newer agent, prospecting based and marketing enhanced. When you're a more experienced agent, 10 plus years, marketing based, prospecting enhanced, right? That's why I think, guys, in 2025 and beyond, if you can work hard, you know how to generate leads, you know how to do lead follow-up, and treat it as a real business, and you add social media and AI, you're gonna become unstoppable. There's no two ways about it. If you dominate social media and you dominate hard work, you're gonna dominate the market. Is that fair? Right? But that's marketing, not prospecting, okay? Yeah. All right. Utilize CRM and prioritize follow-ups effectively. So in follow-up boss, we have some AI, but AI with, drips on email and text, that's not enough. That's simply not enough. Again, that's AI, but if you add the hard work behind that and actually have the human connection with the client, you're gonna convert at a high level. Sometimes they will just convert anyway through AI and social media. People just call in and say, okay, I'm ready. But that's called waiting for business. We don't wanna wait unless you're okay with not hitting your goals. Okay, track KPIs, measure daily activities, calls, appointments, contracts. I harp on this every single year. Guys, for the Align Group, and Axel has created this spreadsheet, this little app, I would call it, where you can actually input your numbers, right? How many transactions you want to do and how much money you want to make. He can actually reverse engineer that to see how many people you need to talk to every single day. And if you want some education on that, talk to Axel, right? Right. Good. Any questions about this?
Please do.
Yes.
I'm here. If anyone hasn't gone into that, although we have done quite a bit of a training on that one for the Align Group, if any of you need more information, please contact me. I'll be happy to walk you through it. Absolutely.
All right. Thank you. Track your numbers. See, guys, this is all basics. Nothing you've heard today, nothing that you're going to hear today you haven't heard before, but this is how you kickstart it. Dominate the market, niche and value-driven strategies. Okay, so I never niched in my business. I wish I did. I was going all over the place. Surrey, Burnaby, Coquitlam, Richmond, White Rock. I went all over the place. That means a lot of driving, a lot of wasted time in the car, right? And a lot of gas wasted. Had I known this before that I didn't know, that I knew today, I would have niched down in a certain type of property, in a certain area. What if you could walk to all your listing appointments? Wouldn't that be great, right? If you just focused on Tri-Cities, you don't have to drive, right? The only time you need to drive is to come to this training, right? Okay, Mr. Axel, take it away.
As John said, this is not something new. We've been talking about this. But the best news that I can share with you today is that niching down, it's actually coming into algorithm for all your social media. Whether it's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Short, or any other social medias out there such as Pinterest even, they all concentrate on one thing. And that one thing is you niching down and have a target niching audience. What does that mean? And what does it do for you? Unfortunately, in our industry, most of us were afraid of niching down. And the reason behind it, I don't blame you, is because we don't want to miss out. What if I concentrate on the east side and even go smaller on that, and the activities are happening on the west side? You can always change and focus toward what is happening on the market that is trending. If you pick the location, many of us went through training on this one. When you pick in a location, you just don't pick it up randomly. You want to pick it up based on logic and what's happening on the market. That is extremely important. If you are usually picking a location closer to where you live, that is absolutely fine. But make sure if 10 minutes drive from there, it has more activities, then you want to include that area rather than the area that you picked. What I'm trying to say in here, there are certain benefits that it can certainly help you when you're niching down. So don't be afraid of missing out. And the reasons are, number one, it amplifies and simplifies your message. That is extremely important because in a world that there are other 17,000, 70,000, 124,000 agents, even in Los Angeles areas, that they're in competition with you, then you want to amplify and simplify your message so they can hear you better. If your message gets lost among that 17,000 to 124 other competition, then you don't go anywhere. So you want to keep that focus. By having niching down or having a specific hyper local focus, you can amplify your message. People can hear you better. Number two is to reduce your competition. That is just given. If you pick the entire Los Angeles, if you pick the entire Vancouver, or if you pick entire Toronto area, the greater Toronto, you're competing with 17,000, 124,000, or 70,000 agents out there, depending on how many agents are in your city. But if you pick a smaller area, let's say Brentwood in Los Angeles, or if you pick Kitsilano in Vancouver, or if you want to pick Brampton in Toronto area, then you have less competition because there are less agents that they are actually concentrated working there. And based on that, you're only competing with hundreds, not thousands anymore. So that will be the great thing for us to go for. Number three, make you more searchable. How? So if someone is, as a buyer or a seller, is searching for an agent to list their home in a certain area, wouldn't you be popping up in that area if you have marketed that area enough so you be more searchable? And above all, number four, which is the most important thing, and that is why the algorithm for Instagram, for YouTube, and other social medias are concentrating, is that it increases your authority. Having an authority in a content, it will give you a power for those social media channels to push your content toward more of those interests. Don't you want this? I'm sure you do. So if you are going hyper local focus, you're actually attracting the people that they are interested in that area, and that's the comments, that's the share that you're gonna get. As a matter of fact, I was reviewing for yesterday and today to see if I can somehow get into information of what's happening in 2024 and what is continuation of the algorithm and best practices to do in 2025. One of the biggest things that pops up was niching down. You don't want to miss out on that. If you haven't niched down your market and you're everywhere and anywhere but nowhere, you want to pick an area, a demographic, people that you want to serve and you know who they are, whether it is the first-time home buyers, whether it's investors, whether it's relocators, professionals, whatever you can pick that can have you as an authoritative figure, that you are the expertise to deal with them, you would benefit from them.
Awesome. And of course, this is recorded, so there was a lot there that Axel just basically gave a masterclass on niching and social media all in one. So guys, listen up. And the recording link, of course, is in the role play chat. All right, create urgency and build momentum now. The spring surges start in the winter, guys. Actions in January lead to results in March and April. That's why we're so harping on the 90-day run. So if in your agendas, oh, David, you didn't bring your agenda. Anyway, the 90-day plan is right in front of the agenda right here. Put down your 90-day goals and make sure that you look at them every single day, knowing exactly what you're focused on, okay? 90-day run. What are you gonna do? So, yeah, go ahead. So, it's right here. This is what it looks like. So the top 3 goals for the next 90 days. For example, I will close 6 deals in 90 days by making 100 contacts per week. So what are you gonna do about that, right? Daily actions to achieve my goals. 3 of them. All you need is 3. And accountabilities. What habits are you looking to change, and what accountability partners do you have to make sure that you're checking in to make sure that you actually change those habits, right? And if you're doing 30 deals this year, right, you can chunk it down by 90-day increments. So 30 deals is seven and a half deals per quarter, right? So if you do 8 per quarter, you're sure to hit those. When you say 8, isn't it a little bit more achievable than thinking 30, right? If you're thinking 10, how about 2.5 every quarter? Very achievable, right? If you just think about that. So chunk it down, right? Activate listings. Who have you talked to before the holidays, right? That said, I am looking to list after the holidays. Now is the time to give them a call back. And the listings that didn't sell last year, if they didn't list with anybody else, you better call them back, Michael. Your own expired listings and terminated listings, you're calling them right now. Rates have been cut. Market's picking up. When do you plan on putting the home back on the market? Let's go. All right, focus on database. Send New Year touches, emails, texts, and calls. We've been seeing, because we make these client WhatsApp chats, I've been seeing all of our agents very diligently wishing everybody Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's in every single chat. So are you guys doing that with your own people? Have you wished people? Don't do the generic videos. When I get the videos, I know it's a mass message. But when you do individual, say if it's a short short message. Hi, David. Merry Christmas. Then they'll know it's not a canned message, right? At least you could do that, can you? How many can you send today? Happy New Year, Michael? 25. It's not that hard. It's WhatsApp. All right, and last but not least, weekly accountability. We have accountability chat, but I suggest that you have an accountability partner. At one point, I had 40 accountability partners for 40 different accountabilities. Waking up at 4:30, going to the gym by 5, sleeping at 8 o'clock, not eating certain shit, calling for sale by owners 2 per day, right? Finishing my 50 contacts by noon, right? Doing all that shit, like 40 different accountabilities. What habits do you want to change? Have an accountability partner. So set something up with Axel, whoever it may be. Maybe people are here. If you don't have an accountability partner, get one. Who's your sponsor, by the way? Prab? Okay. Prab is your accountability partner, right? Text them right now and say, hey, this is what I want to change this year. Hold me accountable to this. Fair enough? All right, good. All right. And your homework, guys, this week is to book 5 appointments. That's 1 a day, Monday to Friday. Can you do that? Because prospecting leads to appointments, but a lot of agents think prospecting leads to deals right away, but it doesn't work that way. You have to prospect, to set appointments, to pre-qualify, then to go on the appointment, then you get to sign a contract. There's all these different steps, but we think it's prospect, do deals. Yes, it is, but it's all these things in between. But the first step is prospecting to lead to appointments. Michael gets this. So 5 appointments this week, guys. Can you do it? That's your action plan. All right. Oh, we're running out of time here. And you know what? I'm going to leave the rest of the time for Q&A. Guys, what questions do you have about kickstarting in 2025? Yes, sir?
So when you're door knocking, imagine this scenario happened a couple of times that I door knock, they say we don't want to sell, and I offer a free home valuation.
Yep.
And they're like, yeah, okay, come in and do the home valuation. Do you go in, or you're like, no, I'm here right now, set an appointment with them for like next week, and then you go after you did your research in the house?
You know what? If they invite me in, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna, take notes on what they've done to the home, and then say, you know what? It sounds like you guys are really interested in the exact value of the home that it could sell for right now. I'm gonna go back and spend about an hour and a half doing the research. And I can come back and give you the exact amount that your home would sell for. So if I were to, when I come back, when can you meet? Monday or Tuesday of next week, 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Okay. But if they invite you in, go in. Now, during that preview, you're gonna ask, it sounds like you're really interested about your home value. I mean, if you were to get this price right here, like where would you go? Potentially. Pre-qualify a little bit, yeah. There's not many people who invite you in, take a look at the home, tell me what it's worth for no reason. It's very rare. I just shut the door, not looking to sell, and that's okay, right? Good. Any other questions from Zoom or here? Mo, go ahead.
Client, I would say an online lead reached out and he said, I want to buy within like a month from now.
Yeah.
So
Great.
I connected him to Martine from the mortgage team.
Yeah.
And they already pre-approved him.
Okay.
But now it's time to go see the properties.
Yeah.
He's just saying that send me the addresses. I just want to go on my own. And I sent him the DORTS form. I even mentioned that please read and acknowledge this.
Yeah.
But he's somehow not responding to that and just say, okay, just send me listings. I'm going to go and see. I did the pre-approval with him, but now he doesn't want to go showings and viewings with me. How can I kind of demand command that we need to go together? Is it even necessary, or?
I don't think you can command anybody to do anything that you want to do, right? But I do think that you can offer value, right, to see if that would help get you the meeting, right? So what I can do once I send you the properties, okay, no problem. You go to the properties and you let me know which ones you're interested in. I can send you the research and the CMAs on the properties that you're interested in. Would that be helpful to you? Okay, perfect. And I would just throw it in and say, okay, well, I just sent you this property. This one here actually has a open house from 2 to 4 this weekend. I'm just around the area as well. So why don't we go together? So you can, that's an embedded command. Why don't we? You're the authority figure, right? So why don't we go together, right? And he said, no, I'm good. That just tells you how motivated they are right now. They want to see it themselves, right? But again, I don't believe that you can command or demand anybody to do anything that you want to do. You can offer value and see if they want to go along. But we follow up until they're ready to meet you. Fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So how
Let's
many
see how it
times have you
goes.
followed up?
I followed up like during the holidays because this particular lead they contacted like during December 2021st. Like I contacted every other day. I sent emails, text, and even I called them. I spoke on the phone. So I connected them with Martine and
How many
as I
follow-ups?
said, yeah.
Great role play. Sorry, great training today. Let's. Oh, John Sarglu's here. All right, let's get up. Let's get up. Let's get up. Let's get up. Let's get up.
Let's get off the mute, everyone.
All right, so let's kickstart our year. Repeat after me. Today is a great day.
Today's a great day.
I'm gonna be it.
I'm gonna be it.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna have it.
I'm gonna have it.
2025 is my year.
2025 is my year.
2025 is a year to thrive.
2025 is a year to thrive.
Because I can.
Because I can.
I will.
I will.
I must.
I must.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
I'm 100% committed to my success.
I'm 100% committed to my success.
I'm successful in everything I do.
I'm successful in everything I do.
My mindset is strong all day long.
My mindset is strong all day long.
All right, guys, let's kickstart 2025.